Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, race fans wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Wednesday. You know what that means. It's race day for the International Sim Racing Series. As we begin the final 3 rounds of the 2026 spring season, we are here at the World Center of Racing, Daytona International Speedway, one of the most recognizable tracks anywhere in the world for the 180 kilometers of Daytona. Currently in practice right here. Qualifying is set to start in just under 4 minutes time. We'll see who can come out here on top as we begin our 2-race American leg here. This week we'll be at Daytona, next week we'll be at Road Atlanta before finishing up the season in Abu Dhabi. Incredible race last time out at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia, with the Argentinian M. Roach taking the victory by an astounding gap. We'll see if he'll be able to perform just as well here in the Americas. As I believe we have at least one driver in their home race here today. It's also my home race, even if I am not racing. Let's follow one of said drivers, Mr. Snake Plissken, in his... Oi. Excuse me, guys. It's Snake Plissken in his beautiful Apex Racing Ferrari. Hope everyone enjoyed the stream last time out. We're going to try and keep improving with every week. And we're going to try and make it a little bit more serious come the next season. Hopefully add some graphics, maybe try and get some replays for you. We'll see how this goes. I'm learning. We're all learning. It's all we can ever do for this. Let's try and make this stream the most enjoyable, most exciting thing for your eyeballs as we come through this International Sim Racing Series season. Let us take a look at our current driver standings after the finishing of the last round out at Barcelona. Next is Fabio, still leading the championship with a lead of 30. Wow, I cannot read. 43 points to his teammate Daytona, who has 142. Nexus with 185. Then we have our Admin Dokuno at 98, rounding out the silver drivers. In P4 we have Molt Max, which is C. Andreo, sitting at 96, again last of the silver drivers. Moving into the bronze drivers, we have Snake Plissken at 82, followed by Bob Watt at 78. And we go to M. Roach with his 75 points, only 3 behind Bob Watt in front of him. And we go to Intensivo. He's currently sitting at 72 points in P8 in his Ferrari 296, followed then by Awesome Dude, who's also in his 296 at 35 points. And we have Art Chris, one of the British who's actually been disqualified from the championship. However, he still sits in 10th place with 28 points. Moving over to our team's championship, we have Nexus with a very healthy lead of 327 points, followed by their sister team of Apex Racing at 160. Then back to Competition Racing at 113, followed by MMSGT at 4, and New Wave GT Racing Team at 1 point. Those are our 5 teams. Here we go, qualifying at Daytona International Speedway. As we are following here, Deltone pulls away from his pit stall in his Nexus 296. Who's going to be at the front of this pack? It's going to be our Admin Dokuno once again. As we come through the hairpin out of the International Horseshoe here, or the infield rather, onto the banking of the Daytona Tri-Oval, onto an incredibly long back straight where slipstream is going to be incredibly important. And there's definitely going to be some changes for the lead here and on the next straight. Coming now into the Le Mans bus stop chicane. This is definitely going to catch a lot of drivers out if they don't have their braking points exactly down or accidentally carry too much speed through it, going off into the gravel, getting a cut penalty. Guno coming across the line to start his first flying lap, which is also the first flying lap of our session today. A little background about the track, if not everyone knows it. Daytona International Speedway is a hybrid. It features a tri-oval that NASCAR runs on with all 3 series. It's their first round of the season. It's the infamous Daytona 500. A few weeks before that, it also hosts the Rolex 24 Hours of Daytona on the course we are using right here, the Daytona International Road Course. 3.56 mile with 12 turns and NASCAR banking. Can really catch some drivers out into the first turn if they can sometimes clip the wall. Downhill braking, slight downhill braking can catch some drivers out as well. As we see Okuno onto the banking for his first flying lap. Some incredible views here in Daytona Beach, Florida. Might have gotten a little cut there, but we'll see what the Gran Turismo 7 stewards have to say about that. seems to be fine. As we come on to the Daytona super stretch. You can see right there also the penalty line. That is definitely going to kill some drivers if they get a penalty. I'd say this is one of the more brutal penalty lines in all of Gran Turismo. As we come across the line with Dokuno at a 147.658. Good first lap. We'll see if anyone can get near that. We have Xiaopeng going with a 47.002, 6/10 ahead of Dokuno's benchmark. Dokuno is then quickly followed by Daytona with a 47.683, only 25 hundredths off. Then we have Intensivo at a 47.73, followed by the first of the Ukrainians at a 47.9. Then Andreo at a 48.0, some 1 second off of the current top pace. Then we have Snake Plissken at a 48.5, followed by the second of the Ukrainians at a 49.4. And 3 drivers have yet to set a time. Let's follow along with our provisional pole sitter in that Porsche 911. It's on the grass a little bit. Out of the International Horseshoe, coming through the kink. Now this hairpin and the next hairpin are crucial to get right as they both lead onto long straights, one obviously further than the other. But exits out of both of these corners are absolutely crucial for defensive and offensive moves alike. Now, of course, as we bring about some sports car watching for you guys, we do have to absolutely pay tribute to the driver who lost his life this past weekend on the Nürburgring. Juha Miettinen. Unfortunately, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. Unfortunately lost his life in a big pile-up on the Nürburgring Nordschleife for the NLS qualifiers for the Nürburgring 24. Never a good day when someone loses their life on track. And on behalf of the entire International Sim Racing Series, we send our deepest condolences to the Miettinen family, as well as everyone who was out there on the Nürburgring on Saturday. As we follow Xiaopeng here, coming through the International Horseshoe, back into the King, setting the fastest first sector of the day so far. Coming back onto the NASCAR banking, using all the track width available to him, setting a 2/10 quicker lap time than his previously set lap time in Sector 2. Looks like we're going to be breaking into the 46s very early on in this qualifying session. Let's see what the third sector or the fourth sector is going to say. Only 500ths up, and it's still a very welcome improvement. I'm sure he's thinking to himself behind the wheel of this Porsche right now. Wow. Lost some time on the banking. I wonder what happened, if he backed off or what. But his lap time is going to stay at a 47.002. After the second round of pit stops, we're going to have Daytona at a 47.1, Dokuno at a 47.34, Andreo at a 47.58, Intensivo at a 47.7, Schustenach at a 47.9, Snake Plissken at a 48.3, and Windhofer at a 48.4. Still an extremely tight split between the top 8 here. Xiaopeng again sets the fastest lap time in the first sector so far. Never mind. The Argentinian Roach coming ahead with a 3/10 gap. As we have Fabio off in turn 1. Somewhat uncharacteristic for the back-to-back reigning champion. But again, Roach up 3/10 on Zhao Peng's lap time. He goes wide off into the grass there. We'll see if that'll have anything to do with killing his lap times. Still an improvement through the second sector. It looks like the Porsche's the car to be using in these past couple of rounds. Considering it is the newest one, it's probably going to be the most broken one until Digipoly, or whatever their name, fixes it. 7,000's up in the third sector. As we have some people electing to make their pit stops. As we are about halfway through qualifying right now. Everyone going to take fresh softs and no fuel. Ooh, that was close to the Zhao Peng on pit exit right there. As we follow Roach to the line, is there going to be any improvement on his already incredible lap time? It is by just about 7/100ths of a second. Puts him into a 46.593, 4/10ths faster than the P2 time. As we join Daytona in his qualifying pit stop. Air jacks go back into the car, leaves the pit lane. It is a decently long pit stop here at Daytona, as they use the NASCAR pit lane, which features a lot of cars. See if Zhao Peng has anything he can do to answer this 4/10ths deficit he has to the provisional pole time. Not quite. No improvement there. As he goes wide and instantly reset. Let's see what our reigning champion is doing. Currently sitting in P10. I don't know if he's set a fast lap yet. Oh, he has at 48.47. It looks like his Ferrari is trying to get down a little. Maybe on the Italian McDonald's Wi-Fi. Well, who knows? Oh yeah. Ferrari's getting jiggy with it. Wall riding and everything. Sparking up a storm on the banking. As Fabio comes across the line dancing. Oh, that was an outlet. Never mind. I guess I should have read that. Going through turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Coming through the International Horseshoe right here. Again, still dancing all over the place. Maybe if we jump on board, we'll get a better view. Oh, that's worse. Okay. Never mind, we're not going to do that. Oh wow, yeah, even between last and first, it's still only a 2.2 second gap. That's actually pretty impressive for this field. Oh, that's too funny. Improvement personal-wise in the third sector. 4/10 up. Coming down through the Le Mans chicane. Three-tenths up in the fourth sector. Incredible improvements. We'll see where that's going to put him as he comes across the line. Fabio across the line. What's it gonna be? Improvement of time, but not of position. Today has been very uncharacteristic of Fabio today. I just said today twice. Wow. Man, very uncharacteristic day for Fabio today. Still about 2 seconds off of the current provisional pole time. Speaking of sports car racings today, anyone watch Imola? 6 hours of Imola for the FIA World Endurance Championship this past weekend? Toyota taking the win? I haven't watched the whole thing yet, but great start for Toyota, and not the best for Genesis Magma Racing, but their first race ever, so. I also went to the Grand Prix of Long Beach. My true home track. Saw the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship, NTT IndyCar Series, and Speed Energy Stadium Super Trucks. If you don't know what that is, I would recommend you look it up. They're actually pretty sick. Porsche Carrera Cup North America was there, as were a bunch of historic sports cars, old Pan Ams from the 70s and 80s. And what else was there? There's one more I can't think of. Super Drift from Formula Drift. Formula Drift had their first round in Long Beach 2 weekends ago. And they also have a little exhibition event doing the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach a week later. And in IMSA, Acura taking the win at the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. Me personally, I was hoping for the Wayne Taylor Cadillacs to take the win, but, you know, can't win them all. And in the GTDs, I was hoping for AO with their 911 Roxy, the pink dinosaur. I was hoping for them to take it, but not a great day showing for either of my teams. Still, great time out there. As you see, Fabio has actually jumped up to P4. I kind of been distracted talking about myself. Fabio putting that 96 Ferrari just about where he typically lands. The top two runners are some newcomers who have been racing only recently, so it's good to see them showing that they can really battle with the champions immediately. So we get a nice little, what is this, a drone view or a crane view from the Daytona infield. Coming into the final 2 minutes of qualifying, we'll see if people can actually set a final lap and see where everyone will end up once that checkered flag falls on this session. Don't want to do that. That's private information during qualifying. I don't know. Fabio not improving on the lap. We'll see how our provisional pole sitter is doing. In fact, let's jump on board. Small twitch, I don't know if that was connection issues or if he actually just had a small snap of oversteer there. Coming on to the banking. Hits the apron a little bit. That might scrub off a little speed with the friction. Really attacking that bus stop. Sliding his tires right through. Apparently not the fastest way through the bus stop, but what do I know? He's 6/10 with pole right now. Across the line, not quite an improvement. He was close though. Good lap from the Argentinian. Let's take a look at Beta 420 in there. Ferrari 296. Still only about 2.5 seconds off the provisional pole time. As you're most likely going to be seeing the checkered flag fall in moments' time. And there it is, checkered flag. See, Snake Plissken trying to improve, find any time he can. Across to finish his final lap of this qualifying session. Andrea and Xiaopeng right behind him. Let's see where Snakes will be able to put it. No improvement, unfortunately. As no one makes any improvements coming across the line. Roach with a penalty. So that's going to ruin his final lap of the session. Oh, Lessie off in the bus stop. That's going to be his qualifying session over as well. We'll see if Daytona is making any improvements. Number 16 cross line, 16 seconds off. I wonder what happened with him. And that looks to be the end of our qualifying session. Yeah. Ain't 1 second left, but I believe everyone has, or 1 minute left, excuse me, but I believe everyone has finished their runs. Any sort of weather at all here in Daytona Beach? No? No fog like it was at the Daytona 24 this year back in January? Right. 25 seconds, the checkered flag will really fall. That will be the hard end of the qualifying session. We'll have about a 5-minute break before we begin our 32 laps of the Daytona International Speedway. That's cute. Check out our qualifying results. This will be our grid for the race, of course. First, we get the Argentinian Roach in his Porsche 911 at a 146.1 on pole position. He will be leading away Xiaopeng with a 146.789, followed by Andreo in his Lexus RCF at a 46.8. Then we have the two Nexus cars at a 147.1 and 47.2 respectively for Daytona, and then Fabio. And we have our Admin Dokuno in his Mercedes AMG at a 47.3, followed by Intense Gamer in his 296 and a 47.536. Rounding out the top 8, we have the RA LMS Evo, piloted by the Ukrainian of Wonderful at a 47.5, 1.3 seconds off of the pole time. Final 3 cars at the back of the grid will be the V12 Vantage, driven by Shishinok at a 47.7, then our 2 Americans, 48.1 and a 48.6. Not a great start for the home heroes, but we'll see if they can make up any positions in the race. See how the strategy plays out here. If people confuse it, it's predicted to be a one-stop. Oh. I guess we had a little issue. We'll see what happens here. Alright, looks like we are set. Hopefully the race can still start on time. Looks like it will. Alright. Race will start in 3 minutes time, hopefully. Till then, go get yourself some food, go get yourself a drink. And we will be back in about 2 minutes time. The race will still be here when you get back. Welcome back, everyone. Just like I promised, the race will still be here when you get back. We might have a slight delay as the grid is trying to get figured out by Dokuno. There it is, confirmation of the delayed start, unfortunately. I still promise the race will still be here. Alright, 2 more minutes until the race starts. So we didn't have a chance. Go get something else to drink. Go to the bathroom if you need it. We'll be back in 1 minute. Alright folks, we are back. We're about to begin our 32 laps of the Daytona International Speedway for round 10 of the International Sim Racing Series. Do have a last minute entry. Marcus, as per the rules, he is allowed to join up until the race start actually, so he is just on time. So we'll have 12 cars take the green light today. Again, a reminder for you, Roach on pole position, Champagne P2, Andreo P3. Here we go. Cars are on the grid. There we go. Cars pull away for the formation lap. Two, one. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, folks. I had to. It's a NASCAR track. As we are away for the 32 laps of the Daytona International Speedway, here for the International Sim Racing Series, Daytona 180. Pretty clean through turn one for everyone. Everyone's single file. Kind of side by side towards the back here. Everyone again going single file. Roge through the International Horseshoe, leading the cars away. Small twitch on the exit. Already pulling about 4/10 to the car in front. Down through the kink into the hairpin. So we have a fight at the back a little bit between Beta and Marcus. Marcus up the inside. Thinks better, but it's going to get a slow exit though. Never mind. Beta got an even slower exit. Marcus hits the back of him. Going to slow him down as well. As we go onto the banking for the first time here. Again, slipstream going to be incredibly important. We'll see if Daytona can make any use of it coming into the bus stop. Daytona's showing his nose, not going to go for the lunge just yet though. As we see Fabio and Daytona going side by side. These two have been fighting with each other for the longest time, as pretty much as long as they've both been in this series. Tsukuno takes the position away. Fabio goes back on the attack. They're going basically side. It's basically a NASCAR race right now on the first lap. You see a little bit of a scuffle ahead. 4-way fight for the lead right here. Japeng cuts the course a little bit through the grass. He's gonna get hit with that half-second time penalty. This early in the race is gonna crucial, absolutely gonna kill him. He's definitely gonna lose a lot of positions here. Because you don't just lose that time, it's a deceleration. You're gonna have to use all that time just to get back to top speed, and before you know it, the entire train you're with is already gone. As we have Roach in the back, I don't know what happened. He's definitely got a recovery drive on his hands right here. Daytona and Fabio side by side through Le Mans. Let's see what happens with this penalty here. Everyone behind him knows he's going to have that penalty. Coming up to the penalty line, he'll be ghosted and decelerated. And now he can start getting back up to speed, but he's going to lose out that position, maybe even two. Andreo up the inside, yep. absolutely killer to the start of his race right here. We'll see if he can pick up that pace, get those positions back. Andrea and Jumping already going at it. Jumping on the attack after that penalty. Using all the track he can. He's not going to take P3 lightly. Andrea with the fastest Sector 2 time of the day so far. Now, I say Slipstream is probably the biggest thing on this track. Andrea's going to have it from Daytona. Xiaoping's going to be closer and have it from Andrea, but they're going to be basically on each other coming into the bus stop. Xiaoping with a little push to make their way through Le Mans. Looks to be clean from about everyone. Xiaoping a little further back, even though setting the fastest Sector 4 time. Now Andrea's going to be on the attack against Daytona. Getting in that slipstream, letting Daytona push the air out of the way. Coming down to start lap 4. Nakuno almost into the back of Xiaoping. As we see Fabio and Intenso, again, two old rivals in this series. Nakuno hits the back of Xiaoping. I don't know if that was intentional to let him know that he's there or what. Maybe probably gonna try and get into his head and hopefully force a mistake from Xiaoping. As you see a car go really wide there, it looks to be Fabio, yep. Probably just again some connectivity issues showing that he's wide into the wall. Again, still dancing his Ferrari. And again, a pretty lax first part of the race right here. As you see Roach already to the front of this train. Going from P11 to P8 within about a lap's time. Just seeing Snake Puss getting under attack by the Ukrainian. Gonna do a little bit of pushing. Maybe he's trying to work together. Snake's line not the best through there. But Wonderful is going to run wide. It looks like that battle's going to settle down for now. So now we have German and Marcus and Beta going at it. Top four still within touching distance of each other. On board with Dukunos, we see some incredible views through the banking. Xiaoping gonna try and tuck into that double slipstream. Get as much speed as possible for this incredibly long front straight. And the trade-off about the slipstream is that you're gonna get dirty air coming in turn one. As you see Andrea trying to show his nose up the inside, but Daytona having none of it, and close him out. And see Dokuno in the mirrors as well. Slight switch from Andrea, that's gonna give Xiaoping the run. Is he gonna throw it up the inside? Nope. He's still gonna keep it settled. But knows this is a long race. We're still in the early stages here. Still an incredibly tight battle between the top four. P2 through P4 not letting Daytona get away with this lead. Come back onto the Daytona banking, onto the super stretch. This looks like it's going to be the closest Andrea's going to get on this part of the track. Let's see if he can make any use of it. The BOP on these cars making all of them pretty much exactly equal, except for their aerodynamic efficiency. Daytona goes a tad wide, a little bit of contact from Andrea onto Daytona, but nothing to warrant any sort of repercussions, and they're going to keep on moving. Some great racing here today. Andrea slightly outbrakes himself, is going to go a bit wide, miss the apex of the International Horseshoe. Daytona with a slight slide out of that corner. Still going to pull about a half-second gap out of that corner right there. Improvement in the first sector today for the race today. Great views as we're coming down towards the Le Mans bus stop. Bianchi, from Andrea, from Xiaoping, from Dokuno, the top four, all within just about a second of each other. As we see Fabio and Intense Gamer still pretty close to each other, as we see Roach as well, already back up into P7, making up insane progress in the past 3.5 laps. As you see Xiaoping and Andrea going side by side now. Across the line, we'll see who comes out ahead from turn one. Andrea with the inside. Goes a little bit wide, but looks like he's going to keep the position for now. No, Xiaoping is still there. He's going to take P2 momentarily on the timing. Andrea back ahead. A little twitch, a little bit of contact as well, as Andrea tries to put the power down in that Lexus. Again, side by side, Xiaoping is just going to edge out Andrea. Going to take that P2 spot for now, but again, they're still side by side coming onto the banking. Jumping a little wide. I don't think that's going to get him a penalty, and he's going to take P2. This battling has allowed Daytona to pull a little bit of a gap. Gap is 1.4. between P2 and P1. Let's see if Daytona can make any use of that. Sweet, two Ferraris going at it between Intensivo and Lessie. Fabio's gonna pull up alongside. He's gonna have the inside for turn one. We'll see if his connection doesn't let him down today. Oof. Incredible speed coming down into the braking zone there. With Roach already catching them up. Daytona already back under 1 second ahead of P2. The 2 through 4 train not giving Daytona any sort of breathing room. If Bianchi wants this win, he's gonna have to earn it. There's no gimmies in this racing series, let me tell you. Intensivo back ahead of Fabio. And Roach getting ever so closer to making this a three-way battle for P5. Oh, Fabio back ahead. And Roach definitely going to join this battle. A little bit of contact between Intensivo and Roach, but nothing too crazy. We see that pink Aston Martin of Shishkinuk in the background trying to get involved as well. Roach definitely applying pressure onto Intensivo. He's going to slightly outbrake himself, goes wide. It's going to allow Roach to get extremely close on a good run and coming into the hairpin. He's gonna make the lunge, shows his nose. He's not quite there. Intensivo goes a little wide. He's gonna go wide. They're gonna be side by side on the banking. Roach probably gonna have a little bit better speed from that good exit. Roach is gonna take the position. Intensivo slips back into the slipstream. Immediately pulls out of it. He has enough speed in that Ferrari to kind of go side by side, coming down into the Le Mans chicane. Intensivo's gonna back off, ceding the position to Roach, who's on an incredible charge back to the front, but he has a champion to get past and a huge gap to make up to the leaders. Oh, Andrea and Daytona side by side coming down into turn one. Ferrari just having slightly better top speed than the Lexus. Oh! Contact! And Andrea's gonna spin out Daytona. He's gonna find reverse. Oh my god. We are gonna have to review that later, but Andrea's almost definitely gonna get a penalty for that. He did unfortunately just catch the end of it, but Yeah, that's not acceptable racing. I don't know what happened though. And from that, Dokuno inherits P2, and Xiaopeng now has a 2-second gap as the new leader. You see Roach go up the outside, excuse me. Leslie's gonna force him a little wide, show him the door, saying you're not going side by side. And Roach receives a penalty. Immediately forced to decelerate, get off the line. He's gonna go down into stay in P6, maybe even go down to P7. I don't think the BWT Aston Martin is close enough to really benefit from this. I see a little bit of apologizing from Roach. I don't know exactly what happened. We have our first pit stop. Daytona's going to take his first pit stop of the day. After that contact, forced him down into what was that, P9? And take some fresh rubber. Looks to be the mediums. Mediums and fuel. Remember, each driver has to use at least one set of the softs and one set of the mediums in the entire race. How many stops you make is entirely up to you. Yep, Daytona's going to put on a fresh mediums and fill up his fuel tank. Did you see the back two also coming into the pit lane? I wonder if that'll start a chain reaction of pit stops. Let's see if anyone makes a dive into the pit lane. I see one. Dokuno is going to like to take his pit stop, getting off these soft tires. We'll see what kind of strategy everyone else is on. Maybe on the mediums as we see Roach and Intense back side by side. Going down into turn 1. A little bit argy-bargy, but that's kind of racing right there. Roach goes extremely wide on the exit. Gotta let Intensivo keep the position, but no, he's gonna throw it up the inside at the International Horseshoe. And then go wide. Intensivo's gonna get a switchback going. They're still side by side on the exit. Through the kink, Intensivo's gonna have to back off or face the grass. And Roach is gonna retake P4, setting his eyes now on the reigning champion. As you see, our leader and P2 are all alone right now. Wonder if they'll use this gap to try and make a pit stop. If you see someone else electing to take it, or nope, they're just moving slowly. Xiaopeng passes up the pit lane. And Joe's also going to pass up the pit lane. What about 3 through 5? Leslie, Roach, Intensivo, and the Ukrainian all pass up the pit lane. Going to be running probably on the mediums longer. as we are 14 laps into this 32 lap race. For those who are just joining in, welcome, thank you for joining us. You're joining and watching what looks to be such an incredible race so far. A lot of great battling, a little bit of drama. Kind of everything you want from a motor race. We have our reigning champion defending P3 from a person who's been on the charge. Roach goes to throw it up the inside of Fabio. Remember, Roach started, I believe, in P2, falling all the way down to P11 on lap 1 or 2. Now back up into the podium positions. As we have a spinner on the exit of the bus stop, it's gonna be one of the Americans. They're also gonna be getting blue flags from all the leaders. Again, the leader elects not to take a pit stop. So does Andreo. Beta already taking theirs. Roach gonna tuck into the slipstream. We have Intensivo with a time penalty. We'll see if that gives Shushkanok any chance of throwing it into turn 1. Incredible overspeed coming through. Gonna be side by side through turn 1. Intensivo is gonna keep the position. And we see Fabio going wide and through the grass on the exit of turn 1. Again, onto the grass with Fabio. That might just be connection issues. Might not actually be on the grass. You see Roach and Fabio already kind of catching the two leaders. Let's jump on board with telemetry a little bit with our leader. You can see just absolutely nobody challenging the leader right now. 4 seconds is the gap to P2 behind. As he still has a long way to go on these mediums. Small slide of oversteer on the exit of turn 1. If he can save his tires, he can ride these out until his fuel tank's dry. We see the Ukrainian go wide. It's going to give Intensivo the chance to get the position back. He's going to tuck in behind in the slipstream in that pink Aston Martin. The 457 car is going to have to cede that position after that big mistake out of the International Horseshoe. It's our current champion trying to chase down last week's winner. But Roach has been displaying some incredible pace in that Porsche these past couple of weeks. As we hit half distance on the race, leaders still not taking any of their pit stops, all most likely on the mediums. Gonna ride them out until they need more fuel. Chisnachok on the apron trying to get up the inside. And he's gonna make it through. We have a yellow flag. Looks to be momentarily. It was Fabio going off the track. He's gonna move all the way back down to 7 or 6, excuse me, as well. We'll have to wait for a replay. So we have another yellow somewhere. As Windhofer off into the runoff, spinning out as well in that Milwaukee 74 Audi. A huge slide again, managed to keep it facing the right way though. A lot of people starting to make mistakes on these old tires. As we see the Ukrainian from Intensiville, from Fabio, all trying to chase each other down. Both Intensiville and Fabio with penalties for cutting the track through the bus stop. Chisnachok is gonna run away with this P4 for now. As we come to the penalty line. Fabio and Intensiville still side by side. Fabio somehow is going to take the position for now as they come diving into turn 1. The Ukrainian also not managing to run away that far. As we see some battles starting to brew in the back after people making their pit stops. Nakuno being chased by Wonderful, the Ukrainian who spun out right here in this corner not too long ago. And Daytona still sitting back in a P10. That's where he ended up after he was spun out by Andreo. What just happened? Sorry, Marcus was right there. Did I miss something? Oh god, I hope not. As we see the train for P4 still going absolutely crazy. Fabio managing to sort of run away with this P4 right now, but a 12-second gap to Roach ahead. We're going to see if the leaders will start making their pit stops now, as we come down to just about 13 laps to go. Top three still not diving on the pit road right now. As you see the order as it was before Fabio and Intensivo got those time penalties earlier. Fabio starting to kind of pull a gap on the cars behind, 1.2 to Intensivo behind. The Ukrainian still managing to keep it somewhat close though. As we see sparks fly from the underside of that Ferrari, as Shishchinok, excuse me, is right on the bumper of Intensivo. Intensivo really quick through the bus stop. It's gonna slightly give him some breathing room to the car behind. As we see our first leader's pit stop, Roach pitting from P3 with 2% fuel left. Gonna take off those medium, bolt on some fresh softs. Car's gonna be light, he's gonna have fresh tires, hopefully make up incredible positions. As you see, as well, Intensivo and Shishchinok diving onto pit road. That's where strategy can really make or break right here. As we see some cars gonna see, as we see Roach gonna see if the undercut might work here. But Daytona is a decently long lap and long pit lane. We see as you see that 21 crew bolts on the fresh Michelin softs, dumping that racing fuel. They're going to come out right in P5, right in front of Takuno. Not losing a whole lot of time. Probably going to see a lot of the leaders start to make their pit stops now as well. A lot of the top cars. We see now, instead of one Italian and Intensivo and Shishchinok are fighting behind, they have another one, Daytona, up in P8 after the pit stops. Few more drivers yet still to stop. As we see our leader dive into pit lane as well as the P2 man. I don't know if Fabio's already made his pit stop. We'll see right here if he's going to dive on the pit road. He is. In top podium positions, all dive into pit road. Fabio with basically zero fuel. We'll see if they're able to come out in front. As I believe Snake Plissken might also dive into pit road here. He will. Roach already making his pit stop. It's going to be extremely close. Maybe between Andreo and Roach. So they go side by side through the International Horseshoe. Roach doing with a little bit of argy-bargy, forcing Andreo out of the way. But I don't think anything too dirty came out of that. What is this battle right here? It's for P5. How many cars are included in this? 4 cars, the 2 Nexus cars. Intensivo and Shishtanok all together. We'll see if the 2 Nexus cars can work together to try and run away, get back towards those podium positions. They have a long way to go before they get there. 11 seconds between Dokuno and Bianchi. See what's going on up ahead. Roach from Andreo as we come down to 10 laps remaining in this Daytona 180 for the International Sim Racing Series 2026 spring season. Again, 2 rounds to go after today. We move up north 1 state to Georgia for the Road Atlanta 180. And then we fly to the other side of the globe to round out the season in Abu Dhabi. Roach at the fastest Sector 1 time. Again, it's clear that the Porsches have incredible pace since they released not too long ago. It's a Porsche 1-2 right now. As we see the 2 Nexus cars going at it, Daytona goes wide unless he's going to get through. As we come onto the banking, that's going to allow Intensivo and the Ukrainian to get into this battle as well. As we're going to come 4 in a line into the Le Mans bus stop. Intensivo right in the diffuser of Daytona, pulling out of the slipstream. They're going to get side by side down the Daytona super stretch. Daytona still has just the edge out on him. It is a 3-way draft. You think you'd be watching the Daytona 500 right here. As now Shishtanok gets right alongside Intensivo. Daytona a little wide, missing the apex. We are still as we were for the past half lap. Intensivo improving upon his first sector. They're coming down through the hairpin. As we come now to exit the infield once again, get back onto the NASCAR banking. All this battle allowing Fabio to kind of run away with this P5, 1.4 seconds between the 2 Nexus cars. Little bit bumped, but still incredibly clean, yet hard racing all around. As you see, one of our cars back on pit road. Yeah, some incredible views from the Aston Martin here. Intensivo going to be up the inside of Daytona. Is he going to get the move done? He is. Daytona with a small twitch on the exit. They're going to be side by side through the kink right here. Coming down into the International Horseshoe. That Ferrari is not liking this road right now. Daytona having to fight the car all throughout this first two sectors. Still an incredible three-way fight as we come on to the banking for the 25th time. We have a kind of gap forming between Daytona and the Ukrainian here. Starting to catch Fabio. I wonder if he got a penalty for the bus stop. They are right on his diffuser now. As we go basically three wide into one, a huge twitch. A little bit of contact, but no one's killed just yet. As we see Intensivo and Fabio going side by side, coming down through into turn 3 and turn 4. Fabio losing 2 positions out of that ordeal. Both the two cars go a little wide. They're still going to carry enough speed to keep Fabio at bay for now. Oof, small bit of contact behind. You see the two Italians back out of the two Nexus cars. We are back to being a 4-way battle for P5 here, folks. Absolutely incredible racing going on today here at Daytona. Coming back down towards the bus stop. As you see, Daytona a little bit off the pace of the 3 cars in front of him. As we're going to start the 27th lap with 6 laps to go here. It looks to me like we're going to be approaching some lap traffic soon. That might become an issue. As we see, our top 3 podium positions are also on each other's bumpers here. Not quite as close as the fight behind. The Kuno kind of in no man's land. Just enjoying a nice P4 drive. A little bit of a push against Intensivo from the Ukrainian. Allow Fabio to get side by side. Coming down to the hairpin. Is he going to have enough space? Not just enough alongside to try and make anything stick. Again, Daytona kind of falling back. And Intensivo able to extend a little bit of a gap to about 0.6. It's going to start falling here. Because he's going to have to be pushing out all that dirty air. I believe we saw Daytona kind of cutting the apron a little bit there. As Fabio's going to pull to the right out of the slipstream, they're going to be side by side down the Daytona super stretch. Fabio's just going to sneak in front before the start-finish line. Is he going to be able to keep it into turn one? Yes, he will. The move done. He goes a little bit wide on the exit, though. We'll see if Shishchanok has any run to throw it back down the inside of the International Horseshoe. Not quite close enough to make any move. Mind you, this battle has been going on for, I believe, about 10 laps. Ever since the pit stops. Absolutely incredible racing. All basically even on pace. You see Daytona making a mistake. It has to have. He's now 5 seconds back from the Ukrainian in P7. As we see the Ukrainian with a penalty, that's going to take this down to about a 2-car battle. Still has a long way to go before the penalty line. And we are now on the front straight. Penalty line is right around this turn. There's that penalty being enforced again, moving this down into a 2-car battle for P5. We'll see if Shishchanok can catch back up before the end of this race. With just 4 laps to go. Let me see someone off on the exit. The American kind of doing donuts on the exit back onto the banking. Then again get caught by the leaders very soon. Almost a second between the two Porsches. Beta spins again on the exit of the bus stop. Okuno right next to his fellow countryman and Marcus. Still just chilling in P4, 16.5 seconds to the podium, 7 seconds to the battle behind. As we see, I believe that's Beta once again on pit road. Now most of the field is still on the same part of the track. Not really a whole lot of field spread, which is pretty incredible for this series. So we have someone slow in the International Horseshoe. Oh. And I believe that's a retirement from the American, tying from one of their home races. And it's not their day-to-day, apparently. As the battle for the lead is now less than a second. 6 tenths between Xiaopeng and Roach. two of the newcomers to the series, Xiaopeng a little bit more experience racing in this field. So we come down with 2 laps to go. And we've got another fight on our hands, folks. Aiming for P6, Fabio trying to chase down Shishchanok. We'll rejoin them later as we see our battle for the lead coming back onto the banking for the penultimate time. We come around the banking, come across the line for the white flag here at Daytona. One more chance for Roche to try and catch as much time as he can. 7/10 is our gap. Come through the International Horseshoe for the final time. Roach a little bit on the grass, running a little bit wide. Through the kink. Coming onto the hairpin. Emerge back onto the trioval banking. Still about 8/10 is your gap. Coming down into the bus stop for the final time. If he gets through this cleanly, he should be home free. Small cut, I don't think that's going to be an issue. Roach with a little bit more speed is going to cut that gap down to about 5/10. But he does get the penalty for that cut in P2. And that's going to be it. Incredible racing here today at Daytona as Roach hits the penalty line. But there can only be one winner. Xiaopeng takes the win here at Daytona. Followed closely by Roach in second, then Andreo to finish out the podium. Absolutely incredible display of racing here at the International Sim Racing Series Daytona 180. Dokuno onto the Daytona Superstretch for the final time. 18 seconds behind the podium. Across the line, our admin is going to take P4 on the day. Well, close with the Marquez a lap down. Intensivo, it's gonna take the win here, or sorry, excuse me, P5, the win for this battle. Followed closely by Fabio, then by Shishchanok, then the other Nexus of Deltone. Snake Plissken coming through the Daytona Superstretch across the line. And our last car coming around the banking for the final time onto the Superstretch. We're going to take B10, the last car across the line. What a race today, everyone. My goodness. started P2, finished on the top step of the podium. Absolutely incredible display of racing from everyone in the field today. Take a look at our final classification. Xiaopeng makes it a Porsche 1-2, followed by Roach a second behind, finishing out the podium in his Lexus. Andreo Moltmax 4.6 seconds behind. Another about 19 seconds was Dokuno, our admin, followed then by Intensivo with a huge four-way battle between Intensivo, Fabio Shishchanok, and Daytona to round out the top 8. Followed then by the first of the Americans, P9 in their home race. We're hoping for a better result for them, but what can you do when you have such quick drivers throughout the entire field? Second of the Ukrainians finishes out the top 10. Marcus finishing a lap down, and then Beta, the other American, unfortunately not finishing today's race. Absolutely incredible stuff today here from the International Sim Racing Series. That finishes up round 10 of the 2026 Spring Series. Next week out, we will be up at Road Atlanta as we begin the final 2 races of this season. Thank you so much for joining us, whether it was live or checking out the VOD after the race is finished. My name is Jack Plays. We will see you next week for the International Sim Racing Series.